Theta coin price prediction. Theta price analysis. Theta abandons mission to new all-time highs as declines linger. Theta loses crucial support at the ascending parallel channel's middle boundary. Short-term technical analysis based on the MACD suggests that a breakdown is around the corner. A spike in social volumes shows that Theta's persistent uptrend may be unsustainable. Higher support, preferably above $7, would keep bulls focused on new record highs above $10. Theta had an amazing run throughout 2020 and broke the $2 level on New Year's Day 2021. The price has continued to explode throughout the first quarter of 2021, reaching a high of $8 before pulling back to $7.29. Theta looks to solve the problem of diminishing broadband capacity. Theta had solved that huge problem with a self-funding, decentralized broadband expansion technology. Theta's platform allows users to earn money by sharing bandwidth and computing resources on a peer-to-peer P2P basis. It's fast, secure, and extremely cheap to use. Turing complete smart contract support was enabled on the Theta blockchain mainnet last month. Smart contract functionality opens up a new set of user experience and new attribution models for dApps built on the Theta network. Also, the team announced the next generation Theta blockchain, Theta mainnet 3.0, projected to launch in the spring 2021, will introduce T-fuel stacking and burning. Theta has maintained the uptrend since the beginning of March. The bull's insistent push has spurred speculation within the community that the altcoin is ready to make the ultimate liftoff to new record highs above $10. However, technical levels are flipping bearish fast, thus sabotaging the uptrend and bringing losses into the picture. Theta bulls lose traction as overhead pressure mounts. Theta is trading at $7.25 toward the end of Asian session on Monday. The bullish formation over the weekend failed to break above the recent all-time high of around $8. The correction that came into the picture saw Theta lose essential support provided by the ascending triangle's middle boundary. At the time of this video, Theta is trading at $7.15 amid an increasing overhead pressure. If support at $7 fails to hold, the bearish leg could extend toward the channel's lower edge. The moving average convergence divergence had reinforced the bearish momentum with its negative gradient. Besides, as the MACD line crosses under the midline, massive declines will come into play. According to sentiment, Theta is receiving a lot of attention from the social media communities. The spike in the chatter around the token is perhaps reminiscent of the uptrend witnessed from March 1. However, a high social volume is not a bullish signal and is often followed by significant correction. As the price rises, social sentiment grows positively but starts to flip as the mentions reduce, culminating in losses. So, support at $7 remains critical to the uptrend. First, above the all-time high. Secondly, the liftoff to $10. However, to sustain this uptrend, Theta must reclaim the ground above the ascending channel's middle boundary level. Trading above this zone will encourage bulls to push toward $10. Cardano price analysis. Clearly, we have a huge descending wedge on the verge of breakout. Also, we have a small descending wedge being created last few hours within and near the end of the larger descending wedge. The small wedge will break out next few hours, will give the momentum to larger wedge to break out as well. I expect a breakthrough to 1.20, a pullback to 1.12 and continuation towards the 1.38. I think the lowest we can go now is 1.05 before this happens. Please trade at your own risk. ADA is targeting a descent towards $0.7. Cardano price had a major breakdown from a key pattern on the daily chart. The digital asset is at risk of yet another bearish break from a short-term pattern. The only chance for ADA bulls is to hold a critical support level. Cardano had a major 14% sell-off in the past 48 hours and bears remain in control, eyeing up even a steeper pullback. The digital asset remains above a key support level which will determine its fate in the next week. Cardano price at risk of a huge crash. On the daily chart, Cardano price had a significant breakout from an ascending broadening wedge pattern with a price target of about $0.77 in the long term. The digital asset bounced once to retest the previous support trendline unsuccessfully. Additionally, on the 4-hour chart, Cardano remains bounded inside a descending triangle pattern with a support trendline formed at $1.02. Considering the breakdown of the key pattern on the daily chart, it is more than likely for Cardano price to lose the support at $1.02, which will have a similar price target of about $0.78, adding even more credence and strength to the first breakdown. The only chance for Cardano bulls is to hold $1.02 into a significant rebound towards the upper trend line of the 4-hour chart pattern at $1.10. The support trend line at $1.02 has been defended around 10 times in the past 3 weeks. We need to see a couple of things take place. Number 1, price appreciation. Price needs to rise above the 20 MA line and ideally above the 0.236 line at 0.118. Currently ADA is 5% below this level. Bullish 20 MA cross. The 20 MA needs to cross the upside of the 50 MA. Bullish MACD cross. The MACD needs to cross bullish by March 20. Rising volume. Volume needs to rise above the average level. And lastly, BTC appreciation. BTC needs to be rising in price. If BTC starts to decline below its March 18 level, this setup is likely to break down. If all those factors are met and BTC is continuing to show strength, as it did in the previous 2 rapid rise phases, then we can be very confident that this will be the start of a very bullish run for Cardano. So far so good, but Cardano has some work to do over the next few days to deserve our confidence. If BTC turns back up and rallies to a new high, as I suspect, Cardano will likely follow. But it will be a different structure. In fact, in hindsight, it probably broke down with another lower low printed at the second green arrow.